Hello everyone, you'll have to excuse my slightly dishevelled appearance. I've just got in from a pretty wet, windy, rainy walk today. This is the first day it's actually started to feel like autumn here. We've had ridiculously hot weather for October. It's been 25, 26 degrees Celsius some days, and quite rightly so, the plants have got very confused, the animals are getting a bit confused, and I'm getting a bit confused, but there's no change there. And I think that's because the weather is not matching what season it's supposed to be, and it's just making me feel very confused internally. I am just so ready to get cozy, put a fire on, snuggle up with Harvey, read a book, hide from wet, windy, rainy weather, then go out in wet, windy, rainy weather and just feel all the elements and watch all the wildlife change, watch the trees change. And I feel a bit out of alignment at the moment. I love summer. I love the warmth and the long days and all the smells of the flowers and all the hurrying of the insects and buzzing of the birds and all this activity going on. But I equally really love autumn and winter, which is when we get to naturally rest. Towards the end of summer, I actually feel quite stressed in a way, because it's a very social time. There's lots of barbecues, weddings, gatherings, and the days are very long. And because the days are long, you're fitting more into your day, which after a long winter is absolutely wonderful. But come the end of September, I'm quite tired. There's a lot of harvesting to do in the allotment, lots of making soup, lots of making passata, even though my tomatoes have been absolutely abysmal this year. I finally, for those of you who've sort of been updated on my aubergines, I finally now have 2 flowers on my aubergine plant, and I don't think it's going to do anything at all. But never mind, it's one of those years. But yeah, so a lot of preservation, a lot of harvesting, a lot of gardening, all the socialising. It does make me feel quite run down going into autumn, and this is when I really start to look forward to having a lovely, more restful, quiet time, just hiding from the world a bit. There's a period of time in between seasons, in between spring and summer, in between summer and autumn, that I get this very like an emotional feeling inside, borderline spiritual, I suppose, something ethereal, something higher than myself. When I'm anticipating this change of seasons, I'm seeing nature around me change, and I love that feeling, and I cannot put it into words what it's like. I was speaking to my friend Thomas, who's a very, very dear old friend of mine, and he gets the same feeling. Something that I do think that has happened as we've progressed as human beings is I do feel like we are losing touch with nature. We're in houses, we're in offices. You just don't see things happening around you as much. And that's one reason why I love gardening. You see things that you might not normally notice. I was clearing some leaves the other day, and there's a lovely little newt just made an appearance, and it was all scared and just stopped and wouldn't move anywhere. So I just picked it up in my hand and moved it somewhere a bit more sheltered. Earlier this year, we bought a little camper van. We've called her Frida. She's a Ford Frida. It was so imaginative. She's actually the same model as the Mazda Bongo, for those of you who know about camper vans. And we've been lucky enough to take a couple of trips away with her already. We went to a little farm in Stevenage a couple of weeks ago with some friends of ours, and I love camping. You wake up in the morning and you're outside straight away. You are there in the elements. I sleep the best when I'm in a camper van or camping, because your natural circadian rhythm is allowed to work in full force. Your days, your energy is generally dictated by what is going on around you, by the amount of sunlight you have, by the temperature. And they had outdoor showers, and you're showering and looking across a field. There's obviously a screen around, and the sun's coming up and the mist is settling on the hay. Oh, it's just absolutely heavenly. In a way, I feel like we should stop trying to have our energy levels and our days dictated by other people, work, industries. We need to start paying attention to nature and align ourselves more with nature. Have a rest in winter, take it a bit slower. I know winter is, for some reason, an equally busy time for everybody. It's nice to live in a pace alongside the seasons because I feel like it sits more naturally with our being and with our natural energy levels. We are all, I say this a lot, but we are all a part of nature, and I think it's something that we forget and we become quite disconnected from it, having spent so much time indoors and not outside. I feel like a lot of us lose so much touch with nature because we are in offices or houses all day long, which means that you do miss things that are going on around you in the natural world. And I'm feeling as out of alignment as the birds, the bees, the trees are at the moment. But I know we're all in it together, as it were. My videos have had to take a little bit of a back seat because I've just been so busy at work. But I do hope you are enjoying the long nature-based videos that I'm putting on. It's just something to help you retune into nature if you want to, or have it on in the background while you're working. I find it helps me kind of concentrate if I've got the bird song in the background and water running. It's very relaxing, very grounding. But they're an hour long, so you can just pick and choose how much of it you want to listen to. Maybe just 10 minutes while you're having, I don't know, maybe a little quick yoga session. Something I am thinking of doing, if you would be interested, is some nature-based meditation videos where I just walk you through really lovely, relaxing meadows or gardens or fields. If this is something you would be interested in me doing, then just let me know. I just thought it might be something quite nice for us to do together. I love meditating, but I like to be guided in my meditations because I have a wandering mind, and very often I will just begin meditating on my own and then my mind just I don't know where my mind's gone, it's gone somewhere else, and it's not very helpful sometimes. I'm sure probably psychologically somewhere along the line it's useful because I'm obviously processing information in a certain way that I need to do, but sometimes when I just want to really relax and go to a beautiful garden at the end of a long path, then sometimes I need somebody to help me get there and help me stay there and focus on the lovely relaxing aspects of the meditation. So if you would like one of those, maybe I'll upload one, and if you enjoy it, maybe I'll do some more. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go put a t-shirt on now because it's too hot. It's not right, it needs to be cold, it's autumn now. Even though it's wet and windy and rainy, it's still warm. I hope you're all well, take care, and I really, really look forward to speaking with you again. Bye bye.